Okay, so the 5.8 live program just ended, and well, the 3 codes are in the description if that's what you're here for. I'll leave them down there so you can pretty much just copy and paste onto the game. But there's some pretty cool stuff coming out. They're adding a new summer island, which this summer round will be permanent, and I want to talk about it. There's apparently also a bit of lore for Bennett, which I've been waiting for a very long time. I don't know why it took them this long to release something about Bennett's lore, but it's kind of weird. With that said, I'm very excited for this one. There's also a new character teaser for Not Crime, which amazing, incredible job. Also, the banners have been released, and I'm happy for one of them, genuinely, like 100%. I've been struggling a lot with trying to make it work without her, and you know, let's just talk about this stuff. Why not? All right, let's begin talking about the characters that are releasing with this new patch, this new upcoming patch. So Inefa, we already know that she's gonna be playable. I want to know what everybody's gonna be thinking about that character. I've seen kind of everybody just not liking her design or liking her at all, which sure, not everybody has to like every single character that's released, but she does look super useful for like certain teams or certain team comps that have been, I guess, neglected in a way or forgotten due to power creep. More like electric charged, overload. I mean, overload is pretty much carried right now by Chevres, which I don't think is forgotten, but you get my point. Aside from that, the next character that's running with her, and I forgot to make condensed resin. So that little thing I did on the last video, getting prepared, didn't carry over for some reason. Let's get prepared the right way this time. Now, as I was saying, there will be a new character, which is Inefa, and thankfully the character running with her that's having a rerun, it's Sitlali, who I need for the Mavuika team. I know I don't really need her, but she just enables Mavuika so well. I could really use her help. The second phase would be, I'm pretty sure it was Chaska and Mwalani. None of them are really calling out to me, so this is a very easy skip in my opinion. The one issue that I do have is that I do want Emily. I don't know if that's a bad thing that I want her just because of like version or whatnot, which I'm pretty sure if you're just summoning for a specific element, it really shouldn't be even a thought to go for it, honestly, unless they are really like enabling like 2 elements at a time or something. But just summoning for version isn't very smart. But I don't know. That lava dragon for Stygian Onslaught is just really making me work for it. So as well, there will be a new summer island, 4 of them making one. They all have like their own little separate identities, honestly, which is kind of cool. They have their mini games. I can mess with it. It's not too bad. It looks pretty fun. You can also turn into one of those little ghost sillies, right? I mean, they're not really sillies. I forgot what their names are. I just remember their names being really complicated. But you can turn into one of those and you can paint pretty much the whole island, or at least the buildings, which is kind of cool. And apparently you can paint it and it won't disappear. It'll just keep the colors that you used. Also, this summer island is not like the other ones. This was actually going to be permanent, which is kind of insane to even think about. I don't really care about the summer island after I saw what I saw. And this boss, for some reason, I don't know where they took inspiration for this boss. I don't know what game made them do this, but let me show you what I am speaking of. Look at this boss. It doesn't even look like it belongs in Genshin Impact. So there is lore within all of this, but I just want to see the boss. This looks like it should be a raid. I don't know if they're hinting at it, but I mean, obviously they're not. There's only one player in there. If they were to release a raid, I'm pretty sure that would be like the talk of the fucking town. Okay, but this boss is insane looking. This looks like a raid boss. It looks like it deserves to have like co-op. It looks so good, and this might be, I don't know if it's the biggest, but in terms of like the bosses we fought so far, this might be the biggest boss that we are allowed to fight, aside from, I guess, Dvalin. But even then, gosh, this one is just insane looking. Look at how short. Look at the scale. Look at how short the traveler is compared to his size. Are you Kidding me? This is insane. Oh my gosh, dude. This right here blew my mind, because I never thought they would go this route. I mean, obviously they already have bosses, but this boss just looks very unique. Like, it looks so out of place, but I'm very excited for it. Also, they did show a little teaser of Notcry and a new character who looks a lot like Chaska for some reason. I'm not sure if they're using models, but don't know her name. They didn't even mention her name. She looks very, very well designed. She looks amazing. We did get to see, I guess, her quote unquote abilities, or at least one of them, which might be the skill, if I'm being honest. But she looks very, very gorgeous. She looks like an amazing character. It looks like Chaska a little bit. I'm not sure why. I think it's like the eyelashes and whatnot, but this might be her way of moving, right? You know how Natlan characters have like the exploration movement. Maybe this is her way when she skills or something. I'm not very sure. Or if it's a passive within Notcry, that would be insane. I'm guessing this is a part of her kit. This looks amazing. Look at the enemies. What even is this combination of a monster? Is this like a rhino mixed with like some sort of, I don't know, beetle? I'm not sure. And then it has fur? What the this one is just like I'm not sure. I can't even break it down, but it's breaking down itself. So it looks like it's breaking down on its own already. I think I'll leave it alone. Yeah, she looks like a very nice character. She looks very well designed. Like, her color scheme reminds me of Ruan Mei from, what's it called? Honkai Star Rail. Also, while we're here, Bennett and Yelan are getting their own summer skins. This is Yelan's summer skin, which looks really nice. I like what they did with the hair. If I can find a better, she looks very well designed. Nice little revamp on the hair. I like it. Her skin looks amazing. I'm also very excited for Bennett because he's finally getting some lore. Thankfully, everybody, I think at the beginning, well, not everybody, a couple of people used to make theories about Bennett being from Natlan, right? Just because he just didn't seem like he belonged in Mondstadt. But I can't wait to see how this goes. He's also getting a nice little skin, if I can find it myself. I'm not sure if I'll be able to due to how spaced out everything was. He's also getting a skin, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be obviously the free skin. I already linked the codes in the description if you want to copy and paste them. Bennett's getting some lore. Finally, he's gonna be talked about, and he just looks so, like, I don't know, it fits him. Like the Natlan aesthetic of the outfit. This reminds me of Kenichi's outfit, but this one just fits him, if that makes sense. You know, it just looks like he belongs here. But that said, let's just keep going on with this commissions. I'm sorry, I had to take that little detour. I have to make these videos interesting and informational at some point. That said, the patch 5.8 doesn't look like super packed by any means, right? It just looks like a way to introduce us to Notcry, if anything, because Notcry is very well around the corner. I won't be summoning for an alpha unless she turns out to be a crazy character, a crazy support that just enables every single element in the game. So far from what I've seen or heard, the only thing that makes her super powerful is that electro charged, or all of the, I guess, electro elements, right, or reactions, they crit. It's kind of crazy because I thought every reaction critted, but I guess not. That's why Lunar Charge is kind of insane, because it makes every electro reaction crit. If she does turn out to be like a crazy character that just enables everything, even because as I was watching it or hearing it, I was thinking about back to Sino. Maybe Sino can finally come back and do something, but that might be too ambitious. Let me know who y'all will be summoning for. Me personally, I'm going to go for Sitlali, just because, again, I do have a Mavrika to build and use, but it won't really matter either, due to the fact that the Siege and Onslaught will reset. Also, the Abyss reset it, and I haven't really checked out which bosses are there, so I'm not even sure if Mavrika is useful. I mean, Mavrika is going to be useful in every single floor of the Abyss, and it doesn't matter if it's like patch 6.5 or something, you're still going to be able to use her. I want to put my 2 cents into something. Okay, let me be honest. This event is the most headache-inducing event I've ever done in Genshin Impact history, just because it's supposed to be a team thing, right? Everybody picks a character that's supposed to like be buffed by the elements. Let's say, for example, I go into dire, right? Which is what I've been doing. Maybe I should have done normal. Maybe that's why I'm struggling with it. I was doing dire. We were matchmaking, whatever. The element would be, I don't know, electro charge or even what's it called, overload. But everybody that's playing the game would be picking DPS characters, which means nobody is getting buffed or healed. I always took the role of support because I'm like, okay, maybe most of these people will have constellations on their DPSs, and yes, you can see the constellations of every character now, even if you're in co-op. And for some reason, everybody would still go DPS. It makes no sense to me, and it made me very frustrated. But we finally got the Primo Gems. But there are 80,000 Mora on the line, so I might have to come back and do this, unfortunately. With that being said, let's go ahead and collect our commissions. With all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm wishing you the best on your polls, your future polls. Don't forget, the codes are in the description for your convenience, so you can just copy and paste instead of going through the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night, morning, whatever time it is for you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself.